Ciao Juventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe, welcome back on the channel, I hope you are all doing well. Pay attention because today it's crucial. Juventus Cagliari is not the usual game. We are starting again today the Coppa Italia campaign. I don't know if you remember, but we are title holders, so I don't care about what happened in Champions League beating Manchester City. I don't care about the 10 draws in Serie A. Today, we start from scratch. We enter a new competition. And you know that Juventus, and that's the story of Juventus, when we start a competition, we start with one objective, trying to go until the end, trying to win that competition. Then everything can happen. You can win, you can lose, you can draw. Not today, by the way, because today is in or out. You can have played well, you can have played bad, you can have a beautiful performance, an entertaining performance, you can win 6-1, like we did last year. In some games, you can win 4-1, you can win 4-0, you can lose, but it can help you to go to the next stage because you scored that goal and it brings you to the final. Everything can happen. But at the starting blocks, one objective in mind for Juventus Football Club, and it is to try to compete. I had one request for Thiago Motta. It was that today is not a game that you just need to go there and we don't care. No, today is the beautiful opportunity, regardless of the man, to test something that we didn't see. And looks like Thiago Motta is changing a lot. So we'll speak about that today. Let me put the camera closer because I could have gone, of course, with a video that I prepared this morning and then I said no. I want to be together next to the Juventini of the world. So let me say hello to the first one that was there today, Sader. Ciao, Sader. Oh, it's not working. Wait. Why is it not working? Okay. Ciao. Ciao, Sader. Ciao, Sader. Ciao, Sader. Wait, let me take that and put it here if possible. Yeah, on the front line. Ciao Sader, that was the first one. Ciao to Aldi Afriancia that said I can't wait for Juve to be back. Ciao Dybala over the world. Ciao Kirill. Ciao grande Kirill. Ciao Juve Gigi Elio. Mikey Mazzarese is there. Good morning Beppe and everyone. What he was trying before wasn't working very well, so why not try something like this? I don't care about formations, to be honest. I want to see that killer instinct out there. Ciao Pecci, ciao Crepi, ciao Manizzi, ciao Nino Sport, grandissimo Nino Sport is always there. Morning, good morning to the people that are just waking up from USA. Ciao Bogdan, ciao Chef with an X, ciao LJJ, ciao Thomas, ciao Autalectuals. I hope the predicted lineups are true. Let's make things up, we will speak about them. Ciao Down Simons, ciao Natasha Nana09, ciao Juventini of the world. I just arrived in the gym, now I can listen to your live during my workout. It's perfect. Ciao Mas, ciao Bader Nasser, ciao to all the people in the chat like Zach Mohi. Will be interesting to see Loca in defense and the test and test the rest. Yildiz trequartista, McKennie as a fullback, etc. We have two different lineups, and the one of Giovanni Albanese, reported by Gazzetta dello Sport. By the way, today everything is already ready, guys. Of course, everything is ready. We have here the front pages, and also inside the pages, Gazzetta dello Sport, Corriere dello Sport, Tutto Sport, everything is ready. We also have here, on the other side, Twitter that is open with a lot of information. Ragazzi, there is a newness on YouTube that I will tell you in a second. But first of all, in the beginning of the video, let me say thank you to OneFootball. You can see it here, the logo. You can see it here. The link is into the description for all the people who are following the chat, wherever you are living. OneFootball, the best app to remain up to date regarding everything Juve. Today, there will be a Coppa Italia, and I know that the game will not be transmitted in the entire world. So if you want to receive that notification of the score of Juve, that is scoring, not scoring, hopefully scoring, winning, who scored, who is receiving a yellow card, you can even see the live commentary, etc., etc. Download the app, it's totally for free. The link is into the description. I'm counting on you, and I really wanted to say thank you to OneFootball that are giving us the opportunity for that beautiful partnership. They're giving us the opportunity to speak about them, to reinforce the channel, to support the channel. So really thank you, and I'm counting on you. If you didn't yet, it is now the moment, with the link into the description, to download the app. That being said, I will speak you about the newness of YouTube in a second. Let me check. Benjamin, ciao Beppe. Andar Sofian, ciao Juventini. Ciao everyone. It's Juventus Day. A great day today. The first question I have for all of you, because you see it, versus Cagliari today. Juventus versus Cagliari. Allianz Stadium, Coppa Italia. It's at 9 p.m. Italian time. Do you think that it is good or bad that we play that fast? Would you have preferred that we skipped the Coppa Italia? I mean, it was planned, but if it was not in the calendar so that we could focus on the next game of Monza with an entire week? Or you think that after that defeat against Venezia, because I consider it really a defeat, do you think that it was actually better to play as soon as possible, to try to forget? Good or bad that we play that fast? Let me know in the comment section. And in the meanwhile, I want to say thank you to Mlaggio, Locatelli, center back, Beppe are Nostradamus. The really fun thing about that is we will go towards the lineups in a second. I will deep dive in it. But I had the luck to interview a lot of players. One of the first ones were Locatelli. I prepared my live. The question I wanted to ask him, and there was one question I really wanted to ask him because it's something that I had as a vision really long time, and I was lucky enough to ask him, was, do you see yourself as a center back in a few years? I said 4, 5, 6, 7 years. Why? Because I didn't want to put too many pressure. Where he said, no, Beppe, I don't want to become a center back because I love that capacity that I have with these long balls to build from the middle of the field. Also, if I have the opportunity to take my chance from there. But I need to also say, if you want to play, you play even as a goalkeeper, because the opportunity to play, to take a shirt and to put it on the one of Juve, well, you play everywhere where the coach is asking. Well, we didn't have to wait 4, 5, 6, 7 years, after I believe 2 years, we see a Locatelli that today in the predicted lineup is as a center back. And yeah, Nostradamus, yeah and no, but I was happy. Mlaggio is giving me a fantastic, beautiful asset because there is a newness on YouTube, as you can see. You see there is that small target there, which is an objective. I launch it today, we try, which is, if we have 5 donations, and Mlaggio just started, so we have 1 on 5, so we are missing 4. If we have 4 other ones, I give you, because I can choose what is the objective, what is the target. I give you 15 full minutes of Mercato because we have some big news about Mercato. It's not the objective to speak about Mercato today because I wanted to go towards Juve Cagliari, the lineups. So we'll not speak about Mercato, except, of course, if we reach the 5 on 5. If we reach the 5 donations, guys, then we speak about Calcio Mercato, 15 minutes. 15 minutes, and there are some bomba news about players, but also coach. So pay attention. But anyway, that's you that decide if we, yes or no, we speak about Calcio Mercato. Always good to play more. Move on sooner. It is what it is. I can't take another nightmare today. You see, there are people that are a bit scared, huh? Playing as SAP, yes, it's good. Much better to play as soon as possible. Better to play as soon as possible. Very good. Good only if we win, but that's something that we cannot know. Better to play if we win. But I see, all of you, you're tricky, you're cheeky, it's always the same thing. Yeah, okay, but if we win, but that's something that we don't know up front. Unfortunately, it can also happen that we are eliminated today, because I repeat for the people that do not know, 90 minutes. I'm not sure if they are extra time or not. In the previous round, they were not. I'm not sure if they launched extra time today. If not, then or extra time and then penalty, or immediately penalty. Anyway, today there is one that goes through, one that is eliminated. There is no press conference. Good question. There was no press conference that has been decided before the game of Venezia because the timing is really short. They didn't want to plan it. So no press conference. That's why I'm here to answer all your questions. We already reached 2 out of 5 from our goal. Thank you, Todor, that wants to speak about Calcio Mercato. Do we go towards the lineups? We go towards the lineups. The predicted lineup, at least. They are a bit crazy, yeah? They are a bit crazy. Here you don't see them well, so maybe I should open them in Gazzetta dello Sport because they report exactly the same lineup, because, you know, Giovanni Albanese also works for Gazzetta dello Sport on top of Sport Italia, on top, because that's where he said it. But anyway, that's the lineup of Juve. Perin into the goal. Savona on the right side. Locatelli and Kalulu in the center of the defense, McKennie on the left, Thuram, Koopmeiners, Conceição, Yildiz, Bangula, and Dusan Vlahovic. That's a lot of changes, huh? That's a lot of changes. I think if these are the men, if this is the base, it's a 4-1-4-1. 4-1-4-1, sorry. 4-1-4-1 with Thuram, with Koopmeiners a bit more higher, not that deep. That's what I think if this is the lineup. Tell me, Ibelito is immediately going with what a lineup. Whoa. What is the most shocking? If you have to decide, what is the most shocking? Is it Locatelli center back? Is it McKennie left back? Is it Koopmeiners deeper? Even if we play a 4-1-4-1, it's a bit deeper. Is it Yildiz finally a bit more central? Is it Nowea but Mbangula? What is the big shocking news of that lineup? Now I'm reading you, guys. Grande Motta from Futex. McKennie as a left back is the winner at the moment from Kchev, from Temporary Peace, from Imran, Dybala Overworld, Western McKennie, Deacon, McKennie, Sonderja, Loka, McKennie left back for Thomas, McKennie on the left for Intellectuals, why Locatelli center back. So McKennie is winning, McKennie is winning is the most shocking news from all of them according to the people in the chat. Attenzione, because from the moment that we hit 5-on-5, we stop with Juve Cagliari, and 15 minutes of Mercato, we just arrived at already 3 on 5. I know, you love Mercato, The song is ready, I think, Where is Mercato is crazy. No, it's not ready, but I will play it. I will play it if we reach, then we will play it. Of course, we will play it. Natasha, thank you for the donation, Natasha. So, Perin. Oli, don't spoil Perin, Oli. I will tell you another news. I will tell you, and I will give you another thing. That here is not really appointed, but pay attention, because I can tell you that we have possibly a Pinsoglio that could start. So on top of all that crazy lineup that we see from Thiago Motta, Pinsoglio could start. This is a feeling that I have since the 13th of December. I said it in that video. I found the video back. Thank you also to ChatGPT and Sir Raz. And it could be that Pinsoglio could start. Now, of course, it was a feeling without inside information. I'm totally honest. But you know why I start really to believe in it, that Pinsoglio could start? Because today I see here in big title, attenzione, you can see it here, there is also possibly a trio in the goal. Even Pinsoglio is hoping. Ragazzi, that would be a huge big newness. You want to start with that? I can start with that, explaining you why I had that feeling and why I said, and I was convinced, I was not joking. I already made a short, by the way. I made a short about Pinsoglio when I said that he would be possibly the starter of today. Of course, if it happens, I will post it. If not, I will not post it. That's how it works. But why did I say that? Because the last press conference that I heard from Thiago Motta on the 13th, when there was a question who starts in the goal, Perin or Di Gregorio for the game of Venezia, he didn't answer. He didn't say Perin or Di Gregorio. He said we have 3 great goalkeepers, and it's really for me a luxury, and it's nice for me to see that the 3 of them are competitive and that are competing for one spot. And that's one. In the past, my memory says that he spoke extremely well about Pinsoglio in an interview, saying, that's the player that surprised me the most. I was absolutely not expecting a player of that level. I knew him a bit by name, of course, but I didn't know it. But as a man, fantastic personality. But not only as a person, because a lot of people are saying, Pinsoglio is great in the locker room, Pinsoglio is a really great guy. But not only, also as a goalkeeper, he's extremely valid. So if I hear that is extremely valid as a goalkeeper, that is competitive, etc., etc., well, that leads me to think that today we could possibly have that surprise. Then, of course, missing Bremer, missing Cabal, missing Cambiaso, missing Rui, missing a lot of that. Maybe it's a bit exaggerated today to even go with a third goalkeeper. That would even more change in the back. But I would not put it away. Sandarja is saying Beppe, I would love it. Pinsoglio as a goalkeeper is great. It's something that we never saw, because we know that at Juventus the tradition was the first goalkeeper is extremely identified. Is the number one. Szczesny, Buffon, whatever, Di Gregorio normally. The second goalkeeper is playing the Coppa Italia. But as this season we have a huge big duel, Di Gregorio, Perin for Champions League, for Serie A, they are playing, they are rotating, I would not be surprised at all. I would not be surprised at all to see that. Now, coming back to that lineup, and I'm continuing to read you, guys, coming back to that lineup here, people are saying, why Locatelli as a center back? Did someone notice, or am I the only one, that Locatelli already played as a center back for Thiago Motta in the last game, in the last minutes, when he entered against Venezia, he entered as a center back. Did you notice that or not? Or am I totally crazy? Unfortunately, I rewatched the game, so tell me, guys. Yes or no? Did you notice that he entered as a center back? Imran is saying yes, I saw it. Mlaggio is saying yes, Benjamin is saying yes. And that confirms actually what Tuna Steaks is saying yes. That confirms actually what he said also in press conference, where we knew that we were with only 4 defenders. And the question was, what if sub or whatever? He said we have Chimo, because he's calling him Chimo, not Timo, but we have Chimo that could play in defense, we have Wes that could play in defense, and we have Manu that could play in defense. And if we are looking at today's squad list, what do we see? We see Perin, Pinsoglio, Di Gregorio, the 3 goalkeepers are there. We just have to pick one and we start the game. Gatti, Danilo, Kalulu, Savona. So we see also here, we didn't take Gilpucce, we didn't take any of the players, Montero or whatever, from Primavera, Next Gen, nobody. We are with 4, which means that at the moment we are playing a lot of games. We see that the midfielders, Locatelli, Coppa, McKennie, Thuram, Fagioli. We will speak about Douglas Luiz in a second. He's not there. But these are the ones. So 4 plus 1 or 3 plus 2. How we want to see it. Forwards, Conceição, Vlahovic, Yildiz, Gonzalez. That has 30 minutes in his leg. I repeat you, 30 minutes. Adzic, Wea, and Bangula. So we see that he's not counting on other players. If we need some rotation, it's today the time to do it. Danilo comes from good performances. A bit less beautiful, great, fantastic against Venezia, like the entire team, by the way. He comes from a fantastic performance against Manchester City, a great performance against Bologna, a great performance against Aston Villa. When he entered, it's time to rest him, Danilo. So if Danilo rests, I would not be surprised. Of course, if you rest Danilo, you need someone there. And it's better to rest him today against Cagliari than to rest him against Monza. And it's exactly the same for one of the center backs between Gatti and Kalulu. Gatti and Kalulu. So that's why when he mentioned Chimo, West, and Locatelli, that's why we have that opportunity. Is it too big of a risk? It can be. It can possibly be. It can possibly be a big risk. Kalulu needs to rest, says Remco. But according to the starting lineup, it's Kalulu that will start and not Gatti in that lineup. Then we see, according to me, that will be a 4-1-4-1 with Yildiz a bit closer to the goal, which is a big one. Huh? Look, I asked Thiago Motta to make some changes. And that's what he's doing, apparently. That's what he's doing. He's making some changes. Too much in once could be. Cagliari is playing with a lot of rotations as well. I don't know if you noticed, but Scufè in the goal, Zappa, Mina, Palomino, Oghello, Marin, Prati, Deiola, Felici, Gaetano, and Lapadula. That is not the starting striker, who will not be there. Yangto and also Luvumbo will be missed, and Ober is not sure. So pay attention, because they want also to go with a big rotation for Cagliari. So no alibi, no excuses. We need to go. We need to win that game. For the people that wanted to speak about Mercato, we reached 3 on 5 donations. You miss 3 minutes, and then it's over, and then unfortunately it's over. We don't speak about Mercato. Do we risk a lot by changing a lot? Yeah, it could be, it could be, but of course, what I appreciate a lot in that lineup is that we try, I think, 4-1-4-1 or 4-2-3-1, we try to play much more central. I would not be surprised if today the 16.7% of plays centrally versus Venezia will be increased towards 25% if we will try to penetrate there also centrally, which will be extremely important, changing something. And what better day as today to change, to start understanding. Then Locatelli, my doubt, would he really work in a 4-man defense? Because I have no doubt that Locatelli could work in a 3-man defense. 3-man defense there. As a 4-man defense, pay attention to that one. Pay attention, because we have our 4th donation. Zacchi, without even text, he's saying, Giuseppe, we don't care about the text. We don't care about, I have no question, I want to speak about Mercato. That means that we have 2 minutes for one donation, and then we speak about Mercato, because I have some news there. I have some beautiful news. Today I had Nico Schira over the phone. He spoke about 2 situations, and then I heard the Bomba news. Bomba news, not about a player this time. Maybe Loca playing as a center back will push the attack faster from the back. Yeah, look, a lot of time we are speaking, we don't score, and we have a problem offensively. But the question that is raising more and more and more is, what if it's because we are scared to concede, that we are not enough strong defensively with the loss of Bremer, that actually we are playing to not concede, and that's why we are not scoring. Because if you pay attention, honestly, guys, if you pay attention to it, when we really needed to score, did we score? That's a question for all of you. When we really needed to score, did we score? Imran is saying no. But yeah, of course we did. Of course we did. Well, of course we did. Guys, when we really need it against Venezia, we score, no? Or am I wrong? Against Bologna, did we score? We scored. Against Leipzig, did we score? We scored. Against Inter, did we score? We scored. Guys, we always scored. When really it was, we scored. Then, of course, we should have scored a bit more. And also when we didn't, when we are like this, we score. That's the thing. And we scored. So is it really a problem of not scoring, or that we are not able to score? Or is it because Juventus is scared to concede because we don't have Bremer? Because we played until Bremer, if you remember well, 4-1-4-1. Without Bremer, for 3 games, we continue to insist with the same thing. And we concede. Where Thiago Motta is saying, Mamma mia, here it's not working. We have no balance anymore. You know what we do? We sacrifice up front, and we go with a 2-man in front of the defense. 4-2. Thuram and Locatelli. Where we found again stability. Where we said, okay, we are not conceding anymore. We are starting to have again our clean sheet. And it's working. But we sacrifice that offensive phase. Because there is a huge big disconnection with COPPA, for example. You see? And maybe today, playing that 4-1-4-1 again, but with Yildiz a bit closer, could be possibly something, a solution. But now we stop because, as I told you, and we reached it. Not only we have 4, but we even have 6, because Noor with a super sticker. Thank you, Noor. Thank you to Zach, but also to Kaushik. We reached it, and we can speak about 15 minutes Mercato. But first, I want to say thank you and answer that question. Beppe, my worry is that Kalulu Danilo is already weak as the air as center backs. Will Kalulu Loca make us vulnerable to cross and corners? It's a really good question. it's a really good question because we know that Kalulu is a really great defender, but one of his biggest weakness, and we saw it, is the aerial duels. Now, Locatelli being there, if you have a support from a Kefren Thuram into that box on corner kicks, etc., or crosses, the problem is how we play. I think that with Locatelli, if we are able to start with 4, but to switch and to, with McKennie that goes up, maybe later we open the tactical path. With McKennie goes up, we play kind of a 3-man defense with Kalulu, Locatelli in the middle, and Savona on the right. I think that like that, you can really pay attention and avoid these kind of things. This is a really fantastic question. Mercato is crazy, people are telling me. So it is the time for Mercato is crazy. I'm not sure if you will be able to hear it or not. Let me check if I have it here prepared. No. So let me open it because it will be 15 minutes of Mercato with all your questions. If you want, you can already start with your questions. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Start with your questions about Mercato and then I will tell you. I will repeat you and then I will reveal you 2 things. One about the player and one about something else that is extremely important. I don't know where is Mercato is crazy, guys. The song. And my computer is, I don't know for what reason, a bit slow. Maybe because I have a lot of files. Die. Why is it, how is it possible? How on earth is it possible that I cannot play the song? Wait. I try again. From scratch. Audio, bravo, music, dai. But you know what? We start without the music. I have it, guys. I have it. Ready?
Mercato is crazy. Ah, la 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 la. Mercato is crazy. Ah, la 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 la. Mercato is crazy tonight. Mercato is crazy tonight. Mercato is crazy tonight. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Mercato is crazy tonight. La 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 la.
15 minutes that start now. No, not 1 hour. Not 1 hour, guys. Oh, calma. 15 minutes of Mercato that start now with the countdown. Questions. I try to find them now because everyone is singing in the chat, but I need questions. Can we sign Jonathan David from Lille? You cannot sign Jonathan David from Lille because he's extra European player. So in January, forget about it. And at the end of the year, if he doesn't extend, Jonathan David is free. So you can sign Jonathan David for free, but in January. In June for free. Can possibly be a reinforcement for the Club World Cup because he will be out of contract and you can sign him immediately, but not for January, out of question. Now, the problem with Jonathan David is the voices are a bit lower. Why? Because there are a lot of clubs interested in him because they know that he will be a free transfer and his priority is not to go absolutely to Italy. Inter is on him, Milan is on him. Juve is on him. In Italy, pay attention. It's not a certainty. Can we? In January, no. Otherwise, yes. Dusan extension news. Yes, they are. Juventus is preparing an offer that they didn't show yet to Dusan Vlahovic, but is preparing an offer for Dusan Vlahovic of 7 million salary. I repeat you, today he has 12. 7 million euro salary until 2029 net, plus 2 million bonus of squad result and 1 million bonus for the Scudetto. On top, starting that new contract in season 25-26, which means that for this entire season, nothing changed in terms of salary. He has the full salary, but from next season, 7 million euro net, plus 2 million bonus according to team results and 1 million euro bonus for the Scudetto. Will he accept? When he will receive the offer, because the offer didn't arrive because they didn't sit down yet. That's the big question. That's the huge big question. That's the huge big question. Let me check other question. I want to go fast on these ones. Okay, is Antonio Silva realistically possible in January? So Antonio Silva, there are two players that are on the top of the list for January are uno, Hansko, and I have some information about Hansko. Two, Antonio Silva. The problem with Antonio Silva is that with the new coach of Benfica, he is not playing. I think that he did 5 consecutive benches without even entering. So clearly, something has been broken there. But 21 years old, Benfica absolutely understand the value of the player. It's not because the coach is in collision with him that he lost all his value. Of course, it's lower value, but it's an asset for the club. There are some clubs interested in him. They have a clause of 100 million euro, which Juventus will not do. Juventus, they want to go for a loan with an option to buy. But that's extremely difficult. That's extremely difficult for Benfica to accept, because if they do, then it should be for a really high salary or a really high value. So at the moment, Juventus is working on it also because you have Jorge Mendes, that is the same agent as the one of ex-Cristiano Ronaldo, but especially now Conceição, so they try to work. So the key figure there to unlock Antonio Silva to Juve for a loan or for... it is Jorge Mendes. We need to wait for him to really being extremely diplomatic and finding the right formula. But Juventus, they have another one that is ticking all the boxes, and it is Hansko. Hansko is the player chosen by Juventus Football Club since already long time. They wanted to try for him in 25-26. But now they are anticipating it. And pay attention, because the news that I heard also from the tweet of Schira, but also from a phone call that I had earlier today with him, is it possible or not to have David Hansko at Juventus? Look at the tweet. David Hansko has given his availability to join Juventus. Ready a contract until 2029 with 2.5 million per year plus bonuses. Juve will try to sign him in January from Feyenoord on loan with an obligation to buy. The Dutch club asked for 35-40 million euro to sell the center back. This news has been also confirmed by Alfredo Pedulla. So more or less we have two journalists that are not speaking with each other, that are both of them going with the same strong, extremely strong Mercato news. Extremely strong Mercato news. Hansko is the top target for Juve because he can alone play center back with the left foot. He can also play as the left back. He's a physical player of 188. He's a player that will increase his salary. Going back to Serie A, he already said, yes, I want to join Juventus already in January if possible. What is the big deal there? That 35-40 million is a lot. Juventus is trying to go for an obligation to buy. that Feyenoord would even agree with, because an obligation to buy, let's be honest, an obligation to buy, especially if you're taking him in January, means you are 100% sure paying him, because it's an obligation to buy. If they agree that, it means that they found something on what the club is asking. There is, of course, Facundo Gonzalez that is there, but Facundo Gonzalez is 5-6 million euro. So it's not that, and it was already in the books of Juve. So they will try to lower it a bit, or as much as possible. Now, what is the big annoying thing here is that at the moment, Juventus, they are not sure to enter the top 4. Luckily, yesterday, Lazio lost, Fiorentina lost 2 days ago, which means that it is still open, the top 4. So pay attention for that, because that's extremely, extremely important. But the good news for all of you, and that's the bomba news, is Juventus, they are clearly looking for a center-back from the beginning of January. I'm not telling you the 2nd of January, but for extremely the beginning of January. Maybe right after the Supercoppa. 1 game, 2 games if we go to the finals, but right after that, having a player that will probably not join in Saudi Arabia, but that could be the big bomba. Guys, big bomba. Hansko said yes to Juventus Football Club, and Juventus doesn't want to stop there. Of course, we need to start making results and wins. Cagliari today, Monza this weekend, and then Fiorentina before the end of the year. Extremely important. Other questions, guys. At the end of the 15 minutes, so in 7 minutes, I give you the bomba news that I heard, but let me say also thank you to Temporary Peace. I can't believe how nostalgic this song has become, because it's an old one indeed, it's an old one. For 7 million euro, Vlahovic is a great player. Will he accept? We can do a poll later, okay? My question was answered. Bravo. Rise and Cross, that changed his name in Rai the Cloud Guy. Let me check. To be honest, I wouldn't renew Vlahovic. Hey, if you don't renew him, guys, the risk, what is the risk? That he leaves for free in 18 months. Zaki! Thank you, Zaki, for the donation. I just would like to thank you for all the work you do, bro. Best Juventus source of content in the world. You became like family to us. There is one thing that I didn't do, guys. There is one thing that I didn't do. Can I press pause here on the chrono or not? Yeah. Wait, I will put it again at 6:30 and start again. But there is one thing that we didn't do, and I think we didn't even speak about it, and that's an important one, is that yesterday, finally, after ups and downs, after some smart asses that decided to penalize the channel by unsubscribing because they were not happy, we did it. We reached 35,000 and now even more subscribers on the channel. So thank you to all of you. If I am part of your family, I'm extremely happy. Thank you for that. Thank you to your partners, to your kids that are always listening to my voice, but you are part of my family as well. Even sometimes when Juve lose, I go a bit over the line, and I'm not always as nice as I should be. We start again with the chrono. I even added 15 seconds on top to thank all of you. Oh, other questions, guys. About Mercato. Does this mean Danilo is gone? No, Danilo stays until the end of the year. Now, pay attention, because there is a big one. Did you see the news about Buongiorno from Napoli? That broken ribs or whatever, so he will be out for long. So Napoli will try to go for a defender, and you know that Manna was and is on the player. He tried for January. Danilo said with his words, no, I don't leave Juventus in January, which is also good for Juve, because we need a player, especially if it's the Danilo from these last few games. It's good to have him as a rotational player and even a starter in some cases. But now Napoli, they will try. If Juventus leave him, he can leave, but no, I think that he stays. I think that he stays until the end of the year, which would be consequence with what he said. Ciao Daniele. Will Fagioli will be gone? Attenzione, because that's a really good question from Elio. Reporting also Hansko, and that's something that was missing in all the affairs, something that Nikos Kira didn't tweet, but he answered that question, because we said it, and I wrote it here, guys. You can see it here on my paper. Hansko. Bravo. Hansko. Call with our friend Nico Schira. He said, there is a sense of urgency of Juve to find a center back, but of course, if you want to go for an investment like Hansko, because Hansko obligation to buy means that you need to sign him at the end, you can only do it with a sacrifice. And at the moment, Fagioli. He said one name. He said one name. Fagioli. Why? We asked also why, and Nico Schira said, for it's in Italian, mille, or in French, no, for 1,000 reasons, he's not a starter at Juventus and will not become a starter at Juventus. Also because you have a Douglas Luiz that needs to receive space, chances. You have a Locatelli, you have a Thuram, you have a Cope Manners, you have a Weston McKennie that is doing well. So, no. He's not a starting one. And also because when you're receiving the chance, not a lot of time he answered. So selling Fagioli would be the sacrifice to have some plusvalenza. You will be shocked when I tell you, but the starting asking price from Juve is 25 for 20 million euro. He's gone. So 25 is the starting request, 20 million, he's gone. So the news of Nico Schira that you saw on Twitter was, yes, there is an agreement. The Hansko agreed. Juventus will try for an obligation to buy. What he didn't tweet, and he's told me on the phone earlier today, was the player that needs to leave is Fagioli. 25. Request price, 20. He's gone. Douglas Luiz will not leave. Now I can tell you, because it's a good question from Marenko. Will not leave or should not leave. Now I will tell you that Newcastle asked information for two of our players. Is there someone that wants to guess before I go with the Bomba news? Who are the two players that Newcastle asked information for? Not Mbangola, Douglas Luiz, obviously, yeah, because that's the assist of Remco, so Douglas Luiz, yes. Not Gatti, not Locatelli, not Yildiz, not Fagioli. No. Do you want a bit of help? Bravo. Saraz, he just spoiled it. Weston McKennie. They asked for information for Weston McKennie and Douglas Luiz. For Weston McKennie, Thiago Motta is not 100% convinced to let him go. He says, I need him. I need him for what he's able to give us. Except if you go for a dream player that I have in mind. Otherwise, Weston McKennie, don't let him go. They are speaking. That's also why they are speaking about a contract extension now, because he has a contract extension only until 2026. So pay attention for that. But Newcastle is there. But the 80%, this is the last percentage that we have, he stays at Juve, Douglas Luiz. He will not leave. Now, I want to precise, Douglas Luiz is not injured at the moment. He has not a new injury. But they are managing him after his long injury to not go back in injury, and that's why he will continue to work alone today, alone or with the technical staff and physical staff today in La Continassa to be ready also for Monza. If he should not be there for Monza, we can worry. We can start worrying. Okay. Aspetta, Mesandri, I told you at the end, we have 1 minute. We have 1 minute. Mamma mia, impatient. Which player can come back from loan in January? Nobody. Nobody, Steve. Nobody. No player can come back from loan. Cambiaso stays. Cambiaso stays. No problem for Cambiaso. Even if he's not there today. Any chances in Mikao Datse in January? There is one problem with Mikao Datse. There were interest from Giuntoli in Mikao Datse. He followed him. There is one problem, is that at Lyon he was not even playing regularly because they were playing the legend of the club, Lacazette. The problem is that the supporters, they wanted Mikao Datse because every time that he was entering, he was scoring. And now the coach understood as well that they need to play with Mikao Datse. And the last big game that they played was this weekend. Mikao Datse started, even scored against Donnarumma. If you go with money, you can sign him, but you need to go with money. You need to go with money. Otherwise, it will not happen. And now I go with the Bomba. So, today speaking, on Juventus, apparently, 1 month ago, not today, it was 1 month ago. Okay? I know, but that's important to understand. That's really important to otherwise. 1 month ago, Al-Khelaifi, the president of Paris Saint-Germain, Champions League was not going well. They risk to be out of the top 24. It's not satisfied at all by how the team is performing. Start to be annoyed. Yes, they are first in Ligue 1, but it's not Calcio Champagne. It's not what he wants. He wants more for the capital of Paris, for the standing that they have. 1 month ago, Al-Khelaifi, he remembered that he has a fantastic relationship with Thiago Motta. They know each other, first as a player, then as a coach from the youth academy. Al-Khelaifi apparently, he took his phone, he scrolled, and he checked his contact, Thiago Motta. Bonjour, Thiago. Comment ça va? Thiago, look. At the end of the season, you want to join Paris Saint-Germain. Offer from Al-Khelaifi, without contract, but they know each other, they speak with each other. So already planning the future, and Thiago Motta in his mind for next year. That's the call. That's Bomba news, guys. That's Bomba news. Pay attention, I didn't tell you what Thiago Motta answered. I didn't say that Motta accepted. I didn't say that he said no. I didn't say... It was 1 month ago. It was not the same period as today. The papers today are going towards Motta problem here, Motta risking here. Motta is not under discussion, but he needs to wake up. That's the situation today. 1 month ago, we were not there. 1 month ago, we were with a lot still of positivity about the game, about the improvements, etc., etc., etc. But people are saying it's nonsense news. You can believe it or not, but guys, in football, these kind of things are happening. It makes totally sense. It makes totally sense that the president of a club is already building for the future. Is already, like Giuntoli, for example, was already on Thiago Motta in January last year. Do you remember? Where we no, actually in January we already found the deal with Thiago Motta. We already knew that Allegri would not continue with us, and Thiago Motta was the chosen one. So before that, we heard it from Thiago Motta that said, I already spoke with Cristiano Giuntoli via Skype to meet each other. So these kind of things are happening much more than you think. Oh, then it's just to understand a bit what is happening in the situation. Now, from what I think, I don't think that Thiago Motta accepted, especially 1 month ago. It just started at Juve. Juve is a big club in a big league. But, oh, attenzione, because the coach, if not liked, if it's not working, if we don't qualify, that has already another offer, pay attention. No, I don't think so. Because these kind of things are happening every single day. Are we surprised? I'm not surprised. If it really happened or not, I'm not surprised. Bomba, 15 minutes. I will keep you up to date on that one when I have more news, when I have more information. But just I wanted to tell you because, voila. Oh, we said it, 5 donation. We go with Mercato. We spoke about a lot of things. Can we go back to Juve? Cagliari. I forgot the team we are playing against. Juve, Cagliari. Okay. Let me draw and open the tactical pad. And we said 15 minutes. We didn't say an entire live about Mercato, also because then we will close. So let's switch again and let's go in football mode. Can we? We can. So let me open That game is over, obviously, luckily. So let's put away Venezia. By the way, today there are high chances that I don't do the watch along, but the post game will be done. So post game will be done, probably not the watch along. Comme ça. Douglas Luiz is not there. Thuram, McKennie apparently here. Savona here. Danilo not there. Kalulu, Gatti, Di Gregorio here. I will go with the predicted lineup from Giovanni and Gazzetta. And then we need one here, which was Bangula, if I'm not wrong. Bangula. Can we have a bit of a maximum of like, please? That would be nice as well, to increase at least reaching 200 likes. That would be really, really beautiful. So, if this is the lineup, guys, how we see it today, if this is the lineup, that of course it's not confirmed yet, but could potentially be, of course, what we see here is that we see that plant, but it can also really easy be something like that. Really easy. 4-1-4-1. It's just this that is changing, guys. It's just a way of interpreting the role. Probably it will be more like this, Probably a bit more like this. Still, keeping Bangula extremely wide, keeping Conceição extremely wide, you see? That's actually one of the keys of the game. Keeping them wide to actually open the defense of Cagliari, but not only there with invisible men, but also reinforcing with a Kenan Yildiz more centrally, with a Koopmeiners that can go up, but also starting a bit lower. That can be one of the keys. Then, changing here the lineup, pay attention when we are in ball possession. If McKennie goes up, and we know that usually he loves this, the role of Cambiaso. Why am I not surprised to see McKennie there? Guys, write it down what I'm telling you. This is tactical. It's not even surprising that he's starting there. Why? Because he loves McKennie. He loves Cambiaso that goes centrally into the field. So if he's doing that Cambiaso move, he will probably have a bit of difficulty here, but he will be extremely fast in going here with the defense that is doing that. Anyway, Locatelli is used to come down. Do you remember last year he did only that, dropping down Locatelli. And you have here already your 3-4, and then you have a Yildiz or Koopmeiners solution with these two that are extremely wide, and that's how we play, Oh! No? Guys, that movement here from Westone is the Cambiaso move. That's the Cambiaso move. Makes sense? No? Did you think about that like that? Tactically? Tell me, yes or no? Yeah. It's true, Chef. Allegri was using him here wide and he was helping. How many times did we see it? Yeah. But that's easy. Super easy, yeah? It's the Cambiaso move. He goes here. They go a bit wider, playing with the 3 men in building phase, of course. When you're building up, what is the advantage of that one? The advantage, c'est simple. We have a player that can build from the back. We have a player that can finally build from back. Even Kalulu can do it, but Locatelli even more. You have a double pivot here with McKennie that is going here, and you have solutions here. You have solutions. You are not only isolating, because he is there, only isolating here Koopmeiners. That will be blocked and you can't find him. You will have him here. So that can be the move of the game. And what are you doing here? Simple. You have solutions. Centrally, you have solutions on the wing, and you have solution on the other wing. Obviously, pay attention that you are not too exposed, and that's why McKennie will have a fundamental role to not let Thuram alone here. If McKennie goes lost, we have a problem. Because I don't expect Conceição and Bangula to go extremely down for the entirety of the game. That's also why I starting on the bench. Because they will not be able to do that the entire game. Because we are playing with a really offensive team. So McKennie needs to pay attention to not lose himself here. I don't think that today we'll see a lot of time McKennie into the box. That's what I think. Let me read a bit. Cagliari watching you. Don't give them our secrets. But hopefully it's Thiago Motta that is watching us. Not Cagliari. Can Luca be our Calafiori maybe? I don't see Locatelli doing that typical Calafiori move in taking the ball and carrying the ball like that. Because then also you have here Thuram with a McKennie, you can be isolated. I don't see that. But what I see today is a Locatelli that from the moment that we take the ball again has the simple solution with a pass to Thuram, has the simple solution with a pass to McKennie, but also has these long solutions to Bangula or to Conceição. If possible, if these two are going a bit more wider and you create that pass for Koopmeiners, that would be a beautiful move. That's a move that I hope to see a lot of time. Locatelli, boom, Koopmeiners, attenzione to Yildiz that is going alone. He's checking to Bangula that is going super up. He saw it. No, he goes in. Attenzione, Vlahovic that is going on the second post. There is a pass and attenzione! Goal. What did you think? That he would miss Dusan Vlahovic? Dusan Vlahovic, capitano oggi! Would you do it or not? We will close with that. People say he will miss. He will not miss, guys. Who said la sbaglia? No, he will score. He will score. Offside. Guys, you are really serious, guys. You are incredible. That's why I wanted to go live and not do a video. Probably I will skip. I will stop doing the videos and we will go only live. A channel with only lives. Bravo. I told you. Dusan Vlahovic captain. Would you do it? Because one thing that we didn't see here is in that lineup, Locatelli can be captain. Maybe McKennie could be captain. Maybe Dusan Vlahovic could be captain. It's a big one, huh? If today you put Dusan Vlahovic captain after everything what happened, you know why I'm telling you that, huh? If Danilo is not playing, guys, who has been captain this season? Out of memory, 5, huh? Gatti, Bremer, Cambiaso, Locatelli, and there is a 5th one. Who is that 5th one? Is it Perin? No, huh? Who was the 5th one? There are 5 players. Dusan has been captain in the preseason, but it doesn't count in official games. So, 4, but there was a 5th one. I'm sure about that. Bremer, Gatti, Cambiaso, Locatelli. Who else, guys? Can someone help me? I don't remember who has been captain of Juve. No, not Cope Manners. Danilo. Mamma mia. Aia. Mea culpa. What a disaster. What a disaster. I forgot Danilo. What a disaster. This is a shame. This is a shame. This is really a shame. No. But scusa. Sorry. Bravo. So 5. We had 5. But if you're looking at today, the only one on the field, if that's the real starting lineup, is Locatelli. Yeah? So or Locatelli or you go with Dusan. Why am I saying Dusan? You send a strong message. Huh? You send a strong message to everyone. Okay, tell me which one you agree the most with. Quote, I will start with a poll, okay? The unpopular of Beppe that you agree the most about. Unpopular of Beppe. You can agree with 3 of them, but the one that you agree the most. So, Pinsoglio starts. 1. Vlahovic, captain. What else did I say as really unpopular? I know. McKennie alla Cambiaso or the 4th one. We go. Guys, you can agree with even the 4 of them, huh? But which one do you agree the most of my crazy unpopular opinions? You go with nobody's taking a risk. You're criticizing Thiago Motta because he never takes risks, and then we have a poll where you can take possibly a bit of a risk and you don't take it. 42% they went with the easy choice. Guys. You see, that's the thing, huh? You never take risks in life. Disappointed in you guys. Really, really disappointed in you. Let me check the results at the moment. It's stable. It's stable there. I will reveal you later, otherwise I will influence. Kama is saying I like risk. Yeah, I understand. If I'm reading your nickname on YouTube, I understand that you like risks. I would love to see Adzic for Cope. Cobra. Loved Cobra. Did you watch the movie Cobra with Sylvester Stallone? Fantastic. Chellers, good morning, Beppe. It's already 3:20 here. I agree. Vlahovic should be sold. You're a bit probably in delay. You're probably in delay, or you are answering someone else in the chat. Okay, guys, we are nearly in closing time. You want to go fast towards. Wait, do we have latest crazy updates? I'm checking. Let's see the latest here. The latest. Inizia la Coppa Italia per la Juventus. Okay, great. They want to try to win, hopefully. In Juventus, Douglas Luiz is not there. Cambiaso, Rui, and that's why Weston McKennie should play. Nicolo Fagioli is hoping for a starting spot. Okay. But, so apparently, according to Il Bianconero, Perin into the goal, Savona. I don't know who's that girl, but maybe it's someone from, I don't know, Juventus women that we take and we need some players. Kalulu, Locatelli, Weston McKennie. So, at the moment, Il Bianconero is confirming what we said earlier. Thuram and Cope, and then Conceição, Yildiz, Bangula, and Dusan. Dusan Vlahovic. This is the lineup for Juventus, the one that has been predicted by Giovanni Albanese, by Sport Italia, by Gazzetta dello Sport, the one that is extremely exotic lineup. So that's about the lineups. Do we have fresh, latest news? Or you have some questions, huh? Yeah, Milik should have, according to the rumors, come back and train with the team beginning of December, and then starting to be training individually. Begin December, starting to train with the team in mid-December, maybe even seeing him in the last game, but it's impossible because he didn't even start. So we are speaking about next year. Adzic will unlock himself today. This is my bold prediction. You know it, huh? You know it. My boy. Dusan versus Mina. I'm not sure if he will play Mina. Let me check again. According to Cagliari, according to Tuttosport, Mina will be on the bench. According to Gazzetta dello Sport, he starts. I'm not sure how good they are in predicting the lineup of Cagliari. Do you shave your head by yourself? Yeah, of course. Yeah. And probably I should do it again today. Boo. From what I know, he has 30 minutes in his legs. So, second half, I would not be surprised to see Nico entering. My big question is, where does he enter? Will he enter instead of Conceição? Will he enter instead of Vlahovic? What about Weah and Adzic? Today Adzic will enter. But he has 30 minutes. Anyway, offensively, we have some options. It's in defense that we are really short. Beppe, I pray we win game this month because I predict the drought situation will break in January. January will be tough. Let's go on one football, guys. Fixtures of Juventus. And I have a question for you because we are in closing time. We have 3 games. Okay? So if you go on OneFootball, if you download the link is into the description. Help the channel, guys. Support the channel. If we see the fixtures, we have Cagliari today in Coppa Italia. We have 2 games in Serie A before the end of the year. Monza, Juve, Fiorentina. You need to know But you already know, of course, that we didn't win more than 2 games in a row this season. Can we win for the very first time 3 games in a row before the end of 2024? Yes or no? That means that we go with Juve, Cagliari, and Monza, Juve, and Juve Fiorentina. Win, win, win. Tell me, how many of these 3 games will we win? Don't be honest. How much of these 3 games will we win? I will stop, by the way, the poll. And you voted for Weston McKennie alla Cambiaso is the most credible one. Vlahovic Capitano 23%, Adzic scores 23%. Attenzione. Pinsoglio starts 17%. So how many of these games will we win? Bravo, I like that. DDL, so Joao, Crepi, no, I don't like. Win-win-loss for Stefan Punch. 2, only 1. Hopefully 3. Loca will allow to make long balls from the back. Absolutely, Zach. Win-win-win. Mamma mia, I love you. El Corsan. 3 games win. Win-win-loss. You're scared about the Fiorentina game, huh? Win-win-win. Win-draw-win. And please, I have a good news. Luckily, because I was scared after the loss against Lecce that they would have changed their coach, Nesta. Because you remember the last time that they changed their coach, it was right before the game against Juve. And then we all know how it happened. So luckily they didn't sack Nesta. Luckily, 3 wins, no chance in month. Basta, Felice. You know that I love your name because you have the same name as my son, but no. Panettone or Pandoro? No, I know that people will tell me, but Panettone is for the real men and Pandoro is for the kids. I know that. Pandoro is, I like Pandoro. I like Panettone as well, but if I need to choose, the Pandoro is sweet. It's sweet. I'm not a real man. Marco. I don't know you guys, huh? Bravo. That means that you watched the video of yesterday. By the way, speaking about the video of yesterday and checking here, how much? Oh, to the moon! 35,012. And we just have a new subscriber of this channel. Sorry. I understand a few words of Arabic, but I cannot speak it. So thank you to our new Juventino of the world. 35,012. And we don't stop, huh? We don't stop. A creepy thing, Beppe, looks like you get more subs when you're live. Could be, yeah. Shukran, I know, shukran. Shukran, smahle, which means I'm sorry. I know, I speak Arabic. Guys, you underestimate me, yeah? Close the game in the first half. Bravo. And then Pinsoglio in attack instead of Vlahovic. Yeah. Beppe looks like... I already read it. Mamma mia. That's it. Yeah, I have nothing anymore. It's over. We are here. I will close. We see each other. I don't know. Watch along. No watch along. Cifcianona, Crepi. Of course, I speak Albanian as well. Speak everything. Let me... I don't know. Watch along. No watch along. BT saying no watch along, so we will win. Put the blame on me. Put the blame on me, BT. Why are you laughing, guys? Because I speak Albanian. But that's the first word that you learn, guys. What is that fantasy of having Gatti as a 9 in second half? Leave him alone. Leave him alone. And no, if we rest him, then don't play him as a 9. Oh, today we win. Today we win. Today we win. I don't know. Watch along the watch. Seriously, yeah. Because I never watch the games with my son. On the other side, I know that a lot of people, they will not be able to watch the game either. So they will tell me, Beppe, we need a watch along. Post game, 100%. As soon as the game is over, we go live for the post game, so that you can again insult me if we lose, as if it was my fault. But fact. I want to party with Felice. No, Felice, it doesn't come on the channel. You know that. Felice, he has one job. He's doing the coffee. We have some positives in the chat as well, huh? No, my son doesn't come. No, because the people are bad. People are really bad. You don't believe me. People are bad on the internet. They have great people. You guys, you are great people. There are bad guys, huh? Like yesterday or 2 days ago, there was one that is always annoying me in the comment section. I ignore. I said basta because I will ban you. I cannot anymore with your stupid comments. And but I didn't say nothing personal. I didn't even say stupid. I said the comments, they are not great. They are a bit annoying. And he said, Beppe, you need to, you can ban me, I'm smarter than you, I will find a way to come back. Then he said, go and do some exercise, so much needed exercise, and Merry Christmas. Really bad person. There are some bad persons. I'll give you an example. When I reached 35K yesterday, I was happy. And then you have people, they're unsubscribed. And it was like that the entire day. We reached 35 people, they unsubscribed. Like there were some people, they were waiting just for that. To unsubscribe so that they couldn't enjoy. It's disgusting, huh? People are so imagine if I have my son on the channel. And then they start speaking bad. And no, because then I will be angry. Because when you speak about me, I don't care. You can criticize me. You can do personally attacks, criticism, I'm bald, I need some exercise, give them to me. I have a wife, I have a son, fantastic son. I had a job where I had a beautiful career. I decided to stop. I become a content creator. I work for Juve. I have a good relationship with a lot of players. I have succeeded in everything that I wanted in life. I can be proud about myself. I'm proud about myself. Can we do better? Absolutely. Can we become better? Absolutely. Am I perfect? Absolutely not. But I'm proud about myself. So you can say whatever you want. I don't care. But if you speak about my son, then I will be pissed off. Then I will be angry. No. So my son doesn't come on the channel except if he says to me, I want to be there, and I take responsibility on it. But I will still defend him. Huh? But super important. People are bad. Unfortunately, people are bad on the internet today. And if they cannot attack me because it doesn't work, then they will start attacking my son, my family. Leave them alone. Am I right or not? I think I'm right. Huh? Now, we see each other later. If I have I go live for the watch along. Otherwise, it's just the post game. Ciao Nio, ciao Ibelito, Amazzaco, Gianluca, Giselli, ciao Cole, ciao Rafid, ciao Tutti. Ah, ciao Tinci. Ciao grande. Ciao grandissimo Tinci. Pepe, I think there is always the YouTube content that automatically unsubscribe from channels if they are not active for X amount of time. Not sure. Yeah, of course. But it was really, yesterday was really, we reached it, they unsubscribe. We reached it, they unsubscribe. They reached it, and cannot be that they are all at the same time. But yeah, you're correct. Ciao a tutti, forza Juve. Ciao ragazzi, ciao.